Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we make sense of the financial jungle one filing at a time. Today we are diving into Voyager Therapeutics Inc. And let me tell you, this one has some interesting stuff for us to unpack. So what exactly is this document of Form 8? Tells us that a company is experiencing a major event that investors should know about right away. Think of it like a breaking news alert, but for the corporate world, Voyager Therapeutics is putting out a public statement and some important documents tied to it. Now, the core of this filing is really about what is called Regulation FD disclosure. Basically, this means Voyager is sharing important business updates with everyone at the same time, so no one gets an unfair advantage. They are posting a corporate investor presentation online and sending a letter to some stockholders. Now, this presentation is designed to give a snapshot of where the company stands and where it is headed. They are basically saying, hey, look at our new presentation, folks. They want you to see their latest slides and read their letter to shareholders. It is their way of communicating directly and openly. The actual presentation is dated the 8th of January 2026, and the letter to stockholders is also from the same date. This is their official update for this period. Now, this next part is super important. It is a big disclaimer about forward-looking statements. Companies have to include this to protect themselves legally. What it means is that when Voyager talks about their future plans, their hopes, and their expectations, like hitting development milestones or getting new drugs approved, these are just predictions. They are not guarantees. The company is clearly stating that things might not turn out the way they hope, and actual results could be very different. They are talking about things like developing new treatments for diseases and getting them through the early stages of testing. This involves a lot of scientific research and a high degree of uncertainty. They are hoping to get new drug candidates identified and then start the formal testing processes with regulatory bodies. They are also pointing to their annual report for a more detailed list of all the big risks and uncertainties they face. This is standard practice to be transparent about potential hurdles. Finally, we get to the exhibit section where they list what they are filing. This is the corporate slide presentation we talked about. And this is the letter to the stockholders. Think of these as the main documents Voyager wants investors to look at to understand their current situation and their future outlook. Now let's cut through the corporate speak and talk about what it all means. Voyager Therapeutics is a company in the biotechnology space, and that means they are in the business of developing new medicines. This filing basically serves as an announcement that they have new investor materials out. They are giving an update on their business. The presentation and letter likely cover their scientific progress, their pipeline of drug candidates, and their financial outlook. When we look at companies like Voyager Therapeutics in the biotech world, the most crucial factor is their science and their ability to bring new drugs to market. This often involves long development cycles and significant investment with no guarantee of success. The forward-looking statement section highlights this perfectly. They are talking about reaching certain milestones in their research and clinical trials, but these are highly unpredictable. What we don't see directly in this type of filing are detailed financial results like revenue or profit for the current period. This is not a quarterly earnings report, but rather an announcement of updated business information. However, the investor presentation and letter itself will contain this kind of financial detail and strategic outlook. From a Warren Buffett perspective, you always want to see a company with a sound business model, a strong competitive advantage, and a capable management team. In biotech, that means a lead scientist or team that understands the science deeply, and a management that can navigate the complex regulatory and funding landscape. The risks mentioned are typical for a biotech company. These include regulatory decisions, the success of their drug candidates, the willingness of partners to fund development, and the overall scientific and economic environment. The fact that they are emphasizing their tracer capsid discovery platform and their non-viral discovery platform suggests these are key technologies they believe will drive future growth. So looking at the overall picture, Voyager is updating its stakeholders on its journey in developing new therapies. The focus is on their scientific advancements and forward-looking plans. The key takeaway is that this is an announcement of information they are making available, not a detailed financial report itself. For a deeper dive into their financials and specific risks, you would need to consult their more comprehensive quarterly or annual reports. Alright, that is our quick scan of this Voyager Therapeutics filing. What is your take on companies in the biotech space and how they communicate their progress? Do you think these forward-looking statements help or hinder investors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate decoder sessions. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description below to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching. See you next time.